Let's look at the outline for our personal narratives. The I can statement this time is I can develop an outline in a logical order. Now, before we can do this statement, we have some words we need to talk about. First off, logical. What is logical? And secondly, we'll talk about timeline because that'll be important later on. First, let's look at logical. Now, logical, its definition is seeming reasonable or makes sense. Okay? Now, that might be hard for you to understand, so let's look at a picture description. So if you look at this, you would say this is not the order that a plant grows in. First it seeds, then it grows, then you water it, then it's a plant. But so you could say this is not in a logical order. It doesn't make sense because it's wrong, right? Then after you change it up, then you could say, oh, this is logical. This is in a logical order for the way a plant grows. So that's what logical means. It means it makes sense. You told it in the order that it happened, so it makes sense. Same thing for your stories. You want to make sure you tell them in order. All right, next, timeline. So timeline is a line that's showing the order in which major events happened. You're going to have a timeline later so that you can put your story's events in the order that they happened. And it'll look something like this. Let's look at this as an example. All right, so we have the timeline on the left here, right there. And we have a few of 8 events over here. We don't need 8 events. Actually, we only ask you to choose 4 to 5 events. So of these 8 over here, we have to choose which ones are most important. And that's what we're going to make our outline out of. We don't really need these other ones. Although they did happen, they're not really important for our story, so we can get rid of those. We want to describe our outline then, like plant seed first, then the seed grows, we water the plant and the plant grows. This is a very simple outline, but this is of the major events that happens. If I was writing a story about plants, I could say these are the major events. And that's what you want to do with your outline later when you're writing it about your narrative. All right, here's the worksheet that we're going to be using this time. Let's see how Jake filled this out. Now, and remember, he's writing about his time when he met Sam. So Jake chooses to write 5 different things here. And these are the major events. These are all the things that happened. They are in order, but he's going to go down here to the bottom and check. Did he actually put them in order? Make sure you read through them again, check to see that you got them all in order, and make sure you at least have 4 different events. And this bottom part is really important. Make sure you don't skip that. That'll ensure that you have a good story for later. After you get this far, you can have a teacher come check it out and you'll be finished.